Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. So I'm ending this week with the idea of kind of a word study of the way the word Zoe is used in the Greek of the Gospel of John. Now, if you've been following this, you know my inspiration is our granddaughter named Zoe. But I want to give you a great verse today that helps us understand some of this idea of Zoe life, is the way John uses it. But before I get to the verse, I got to tell you a story. So yesterday, I had a chance to be up at the hospital and I was talking to this nurse. I think his name was Jarvis. And I was asking Jarvis, about him, what he does, his life, etc. And he says, I work out and live a pretty regimented life. He says, I eat certain things and I do certain exercise programs. And he says, the reason why is I just feel better when I do. He says, it's amazing. If I do those things, I feel better. If I don't do those things, I feel worse. And I thought of that in light of this passage where Jesus says in John chapter 8, I'm the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of Zoe, life. Think about that. Jesus says, I'm the light of the world. Whoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will walk in the light of life. If we think of Zoe life as being this vitality, this part of not simply having our heartbeat, but having that zest and zeal that goes with life, then that is a part and parcel of walking in the light rather than darkness. If we walk in the light, we have this vitality and great life. If we walk in darkness, we won't. It's kind of like the nurse was telling me. He said, when I do these things, for him, work out and eat right, he says, I just feel alive. I feel so good. When I don't, I just feel like a putz. I just feel miserable. In the same way, we can understand that we can experience the joys, the energy, the vivaciousness, the bright colors that are part of being vitally alive if we're walking in the light. Well, how do we walk in the light? Jesus put it pretty clearly. We follow him. And what that means is we walk the path that he walks. We go where he goes. We have the attitudes he teaches us to have. We have the compassionate heart that was his. We let him be our leader. Do you remember the old joke in the old movies? Hey, walk this way. And then someone starts walking with a hitch in their giddy up, as we would say. And then the person behind him starts walking in the same fashion. Well, that's part of what Jesus means. He doesn't mean simply walk in the direction he's going, but walk in the manner in which he walks. And when we do that, we will be walking away from darkness into light. And that light will be the light of life, a vivacious, full, rich, meaningful existence. It's what I want to do this weekend. I don't know about you, but I do know that this is your video thought for the day.